So it's pretty well known that the government will do anything and everything in its power to squash any type of personal freedom or sovereignty that a person would try to achieve. And a major way that they do that is by controlling us financially. And the crypto markets have allowed a lot of people to gain that freedom and gain some type of anonymity from the government and its control grid. And so we've got a leak that came out of a memo coming out of the DNC, and it comes from the the House Financial Service Committee's Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Inclusion, and the House Agricultural Committee Subcommittee on Commodity Markets, Digital Assets, and Rural Development will hold a joint hearing entitled "The Future of Digital Assets: Measuring the Regulatory Gaps in the Digital Assets Market," or DAM. So this is a little leak that's coming from the Democrats. We've got a witness from Michael Blaugrund, the Chief Operating Officer of the New York Stock Exchange, a real upstanding organization that's all about protecting the little guy and making sure that the little guy is in good standing in the world, right, and able to come up and make it in the world, right? So basically, here's the key messages. While Republicans claim that they are working to provide clarity to the markets by carving out space for the CFTC and crypto, they're simultaneously undermining and hamstringing the agency by proposing to cut its budget. Republicans are proving that they really aren't serious about protecting investors and consumers. That's what they always do, right? Hey, don't worry, guys. It's for your safety. We are going to tax you, regulate you, and grind you into dust to protect you and keep you safe, because we're the good guys in charge, and we're not beholden to any other outside interest other than you, our constituents, because we love you, and we are the government, and we are here to help. It's just so insane. Republicans are trying to pass pro-crypto legislation in June. Well, newsflash, oh, brother, newsflash, these people are just so absurd and ridiculous in everything. Even a professional memo. Newsflash, like what is this Valley Girl nonsense? Our nation is set to default on its debt as early as June 1st. Republicans' number one priority must be to join Democrats in passing a clean debt ceiling bill to avoid an economic catastrophe before it's too late. And speaking of the whole debt ceiling nonsense, they do this every single time. Every year, I believe this happens, where there's a big debate. It's the good guys versus the bad guys talking about the debt ceiling and what horrible thing it would be if, oh gosh, we're unable to pay for the things that we're obligated to pay. It's just such a scam. All of it is such a scam. They print money out of thin air via a privately owned central bank that prints money that has no value other than this has value. That's all it is. Government says this has value, and then everybody has to go along with it. Because as you see, they typically will outlaw anything that competes with this has value, which is why they want to come after crypto. Republicans have decided to embark on a partisan pursuit of sweeping digital assets legislation that erects entirely new legal frameworks for the crypto industry, when neither the Biden administration, investors, the SEC, nor other financial regulators have called on Congress to do so. If that doesn't tell you the entire theme of this, right? Because we need all of those other people to do that stuff, right? It's not about what the people want. Do the people want to be regulated? If you went to the average person that owns some Bitcoin or Ethereum and said, hey, do you think that the government should regulate crypto? Do you think they should pass some additional laws and bills relating to crypto? 99.9% of them would say no, and then that 0.01% that said yes would be some kind of government employee or crypto corporate guy that was shilling for the government. So nobody wants this. The people don't want it, but that's what the government does, right? Government's sole purpose in the world is to enrich themselves, give themselves and their cronies power, serve the banking machine, the war machine, everything else. And we're all just supposed to sit here. No, there's no input. They don't say anything about the people. other than we need to protect the people. It doesn't say, hey, we need public comment from, users of Bitcoin, any of that stuff. That's just the way it is, right? It's just so ridiculous. So, of course, they want everybody to get on board with their new protecting the people nonsense so that they can, eventually, which they will, make it illegal to use any type of non-government sanctioned cryptocurrency. And why would they do that? Well, because it threatens the power of the Federal Reserve and the World Bank and all of that good stuff. So they need to protect their assets. And what are their assets? Well, their assets are you and me, the taxpayer, the people that they rob like pirates and use our time and labor to oppress us and fund their extravagant lifestyle while continuing to consolidate the power into the hands of the few so that they can usher in the central bank digital currency and have total and complete control out of every little thing that we do. Right? That's every little thing that we do. And then once they roll out this CBDC, they're going to, it is just so convenient. You're going to love it. You can just scan your phone. You don't even need to have a card anymore. You don't need a bank card. You just scan your phone. That's it. And then eventually everybody will have the little chips in their hand or in their wrist. And wow, look how convenient it is. You can go in the fully automated AI controlled Amazon grocery store that has 0 employees. It is totally filled with robots and fake robot cashiers. And it'll just automatically charge you. You don't even have to swipe it. Imagine the amount of time that you're going to save by not having to swipe your chip anymore. And then eventually, it'll get to the point where it's Elon Musk's Neuralink, so everybody will end up getting those. That's probably a little bit further down the road. It's going to be hard to get people to jump onto that bandwagon. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will right now today, but for the most part, it's going to be a long time before there's mass adoption of that. But then, once that happens, you're just going to go in and think about what you want to buy, right? Think it. And then it will scan your brain chip, and then you can just pay it off. So that's where we're headed, and it's all to bring us down to the end point of the New World Order Agenda 2030 Great Reset that they're working towards, and that's why they're pushing this right now. That's why they're pushing this out now, and that's why I think they did that whole Sam Bankman-Fried nonsense. That was a big psyop to get people, oh gosh, cryptocurrency is dangerous, guys. We really need some more regulation, which is what that SBF dude was saying all along. Yeah, I'm here to bring in some responsible regulation, and we really want to work with the government. As soon as people start saying that, you know something's up. And we've seen Elon Musk talking about that meeting with that scumbag Schumer dude and all the other politicians that should probably just be locked up in jail for the rest of their lives. But that's where we are. So they will do anything and everything to force you into the system. And the only way to avoid this without, total all-out war or something incredible like that is to go off grid. Go off grid, have nothing, but then eventually the cops are going to come and raid you and Waco you or Ruby Ridge you because you are not allowed to not be a part of the beast system. That's it. And so how do you fight it? I don't know. We need billions of people to wake up if there are that many people on the planet. People have got to wake up because we are careening down a valley of death, and it appears that everybody's asleep at the wheel. So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and check back soon for another video. Take care.